do get there, what do you want the brightness to be?
I think we need to go up 0.5.
0.5.
Yeah, is it
So
zero?
I believe so.
Yeah, let's
So
go
it's
0.5.
basically +5, is that it? Or
What's that?
+5?
Plus 0.5.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't go plus 5 because then everyone's eyeballs will sear. Unless you want to pass it. Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to make sure.
Hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome to the 2025 Baggataway Cup Championship game. It is Championship Sunday. I'm Stephen Stamp, joined by Jonah Beam, and we are fired up. Everyone's excited. We are up in the booth, so we're not dealing with the snow, but everybody else is. You see the shoveling being done, the workers from the city of Brampton and officials from the tournament, and Jonah Beam was jumping in. I saw you earlier with the shovel. People have been working to keep the center line clear, the sidelines clear, the creases clear.
That's a big one.
This is huge. And we could not be more excited to have the Guelph Griffins and the Nipissing Lakers matched up here for what should be an absolute beauty of a game.
Yeah, Stamper, these teams have met twice during the regular season. Nipissing won the first one on September 7th. That was their first game of the season by a score of 14 to 12. And they met again on October 18th, where Guelph won 18 to 7. This is going to be a great game. Snow's going to play a factor. This is going to be awesome.
We are going to step aside, you and I, for the playing of the Haudenosaunee and Canadian anthems, and then we will be ready to roll with the 2025 Baggataway Cup Championship.
Treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit, and is home to many diverse Indigenous peoples. Here in Brampton, the spirit of the game has thrived for many years, carried forward by players, families, and fans who share in its history and respect its roots. As we take the field today, we do so in gratitude for the land, for those who have cared for it, and for the traditions that continue to today. Please remain standing for the Haudenosaunee National Anthem, followed by O Canada. the 2025 Baggataway Cup Finals between Nipissing.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We are here in the city of Brampton, the Flower City, at Terry Fox Stadium. And as Will McLeod said to me when I saw him coming into the stadium this morning, where else would you want to be? How else would you want to have it? It's Canadian field lacrosse in November. We've got snow. We've got people working their butts off to keep the lines clear, to keep so the officials. We talked to Mike Drake, the head of officials, before. We said, "How do you make the calls? How do you make crease calls?" He said, "You're in position. They've all called 1,000 games. You just do your best. Use it's judgment. I mean, you're not going to see the crease lines as well as you can. They're doing a great job keeping them clear, but it's not going to be the same. Everyone knows that. It's the same for the players, the refs. Everyone's dealing with it, and it's fun.
A little bit of give for everybody today. Players, officials, everybody. It's going to be a little bit messy. The snow is going to play a huge factor in that. I expect to see a whole bunch of drop balls in transition. When you scoop that loose ball out of the snow, it's going to be stuck on top like a snow cone. You're going to have a hard power cradle running up the field. This is going to be a great one. This is the stuff you tell your grandkids about.
We had the Sixes showcase this morning as the goalies go to their nets for the Nipissing Lakers. To the left, wearing their white jerseys, Connor O'Toole between the pipes. At the other end, Logan Pagano for Guelph wearing their black. He just did a jump over the handle of his stick. Amazing athleticism. But in the Sixes this morning, the one thing we saw was guys would scoop the ball and then have to give a little shake.
Yeah.
One interesting thing when goalies, because there's no backup, so goalies would be going to pick up the ball out from out of bounds. They were both picking the ball up with their hand and putting it in the stick, because then you don't come up with the snow. But you can't do that obviously if you're out in the field of play. So the first possession goes to the Guelph Griffins. Clear favorites, but how will they start? There's a rip from Liam Aston and a save by Connor O'Toole.
Wasting no time. First turnover of the game. Guelph back with possession.
And there's the first pass dropped. You can see that orange ball really well. I should probably see it better than the white ball on a non-snowy day. And there is the little, as you said, quick power cradle to get that snow off. And then you do not want to be scooping and shooting. Although, I suppose if you scoop and shoot, the goalie's going to see a little blur, a blast of snow coming at him. But this is a lot of fun. Robbie Baxter has it pop out of his stick, and there's a battle right on top of the crease. A little sidearm shot from his knees. What an effort.
This is amazing.
That was Will McLeod letting that one rip. McLeod, who played yesterday in the semifinal, then went to the ILA and played for the Halifax Thunderbirds, an exhibition game, scored his first NLL goal, was with Halifax this morning. He is here now playing. A lot of guys with similar stories.
What a scoop there.
Great job, and he'll flick it back. Wonder how much we'll see the long poles running the field. Guelph loves to run. That's not unusual that they had a long pole up in the offensive zone.
They're going to look to push it in transition today when they have those opportunities.
Aston flings it around. They're rotating all the way around. Baxter trying to fight his way through.
There it
and
is.
Scores first goal of the game. You wonder who has the edge? Probably the offense in a situation like that. Let's take a look at how this one plays out.
Baxter able to have a bit of separation here once he catches the pass. He's able to dodge with speed, right? It's going to not a lot of change of direction today. It's going to be guys choosing a way, and he just buries that one. Bouncers are definitely going to go today in the snow.
Well, yes and no, right? Because the thing is, the balls die. Like we saw that in the Sixes game. Bouncers can be tricky because they'll kind of skip or die or just sit down there low, and that can make it pretty tricky.
Goal scored by number 77, Robbie Baxter.
Joe Columbus with the first two draws of the game here. He's going to be a huge factor getting possession for this group.
He's so dominant. There's a shot and there's a save by O'Toole.
Oh,
But they tap that one back in.
Goal is good. Wow, what an effort here. Again, Guelph running in transition, right? Guy has his hands free, takes a shot. Ball bounces off O'Toole, right place at the right time. Scoops his own rebound and buries.
Wow. Huge. What a quick start. Now, Nipissing's been down before.
Yes.
They trailed in their quarterfinal. No, their semifinal. They were down their quarterfinal against Queens. They were down 4-1. came back and tied it up. Second half, they come out, go down 4-1 in that
big
quarter.
hit there.
That stick was just wiped right out of the hand of Columbus. That's not easy to do.
No, he's a big kid. Big, strong guy.
Justin Hewitt moved it ahead, and now we've got Aston going deep behind the net. So Nipissing can battle back, but one thing everyone who's played Guelph agrees on, you can't get too far behind because you know they're going to keep scoring some.
Yeah. You can't let that hole get too deep. You got to claw your way back in.
174 goals in the regular season this year as they went 9-1. Nice save by O'Toole. Saw it all the way.
Yep.
That one loss, Guelph's second game of the year, 14-12 to Nipissing on September 7th. Jason Rudge, the Nipissing coach, was saying he's pointed out a few times that the Kufla power rankings preseason had them 12th. He says we may have used that for a little motivation. It's become less and less of a maybe. He's like, yeah, no, we remember that. Yeah. We remember we were ranked 12th. Didn't quite get that one right. That's okay.
No,
that's okay.
This Nipissing team has never played on Sunday at a Baggataway Cup. They've been here lots of times. Reg has been here 4 out of 7 in his tenure.
They'd never played on a Saturday either until yesterday. Jason Knox with the ball. He and Zach Tarr are the powerhouse duo for them. He had 3 goals and 6 assists yesterday, and then he gets it to Fulkerson there, and they will really get the righties going. It is 4 righties right now for Nipissing, as they tend to do. Yesterday they went 4 lefties for some of the second half. Nipissing gets it to Tarr. Knox is just a brick wall of a pick. Perfect pick. That one's a little bit wide. Fulkerson is there with the backup. 60-second shot clock. They're still working on that one. Blast there from Carter Tate, just a little off target. And a nice hustle by Logan Pagano to get possession on the run out.
Yeah, this ball won't go out of bounds very many times today. It's going to really slow down in that snow, and you're going to see a lot of loose ball battles behind the net and at the side on missed shot attempts.
And that's a tricky one. Like what both coaches were saying, yeah, we've got to get after those loose balls heading towards the sidelines because they aren't going to go out. But they're like Pagano chasing it. If that ball doesn't go out, that can be trouble.
Yeah.
If you want to win the run out to the sideline, but you don't want to get caught out there.
He's using a snow shovel for a twig today.
Yeah. It actually literally turns into a show shovel. Aston tosses it across to the far side. The dodge from the top by Volkov, rips one. Oh. What a save, Connor O'Toole. Probably called Connor Patty more than once. Saw Patty yesterday. He was saying this is just great. Love watching it. He got to watch him play in Brock when Patty did win a Baggataway Cup championship, but he was not playing. He was the backup at that point. Nice scoop by Bosomworth.
Interference call there.
It's going to go back to Guelph. Jason Rudge was saying that, you got to manage the excitement a little bit. He was saying Bosomworth has been great, number 33 for Nipissing. He had one where he took a shot from 18 yards out. He said, maybe if you've been there before, you don't take that shot. But look at him locking on now to Liam Aston. Bosomworth has been really good. Aston drops it.
Great D.
There's the scoop from Jacob Tarr. Quickly whips it ahead, and Barney is on the run. Sorry, that's Callum Jeffrey. Playing a really nice two-way game for the Lakers. After those first couple of goals, Nipissing's been looking pretty solid. Here's Jason Knox, lobs it across. Hard sidearm rip. Just a little bit wide.
I still can't believe we're in the same spot here. It looks so different today.
Yeah. If you've been with us all weekend, you'll notice this is pretty different. We had rain on Friday during the setup and that, but then during all the play, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
The weather has been good. We knew this was coming. We saw it this morning, certainly in the Sixes game. The guys dealt with it. That was crazy. It was 1-1 after the first quarter in what's usually a massively high-scoring game, but they figured it out. Guelph seems to have figured it out immediately. The coaches were saying part of getting adjusted to this is just go out. They were all here early. They're out playing. They were having fun, just warming up. And now here comes a drive from Bryce Dennis. He's going to be repelled. Nice defensive work by Jacob Barney. Then Bosomworth getting out on Aston. Boy, Nipissing is really connected. That one pops out, and they will not get the ball right away. 60-second shot clock expires, so now Nipissing gets it. And that's something you don't see as much in field is you don't hear the muck call, but there, I mean, it would have been in place, but it's hard. It's not as easy to get that muck call, I guess, and it's so busy there, but it worked out for them there.
Oh, yeah.
You're also not late in the shot clock as much.
No.
Obviously, with the 60s to 30.
Yeah.
20 seconds to get across center. You can go back and forth over center all you want till then, but then you got to stay in the offensive end. Here it is Zach Tarr, the first-year education student. So he's been with this Nipissing team for a while, and he's been really good. Now with Jason Knox, that man right there, playing with him, Tarr has been unstoppable virtually.
Yes. Oh, nice check there.
Great job. Everyone talks about the offense for Guelph because they've scored so much, but the defense has been awesome, and they love to run in transition. Alex Koskinow taking off. Oh, the one-hand swim, and he almost was ready for a shot. I'm not sure that's going to work in these snowy conditions. Boy, when he had it two hands on the stick, great, but oh, man. That's a lot of long pole to a 6-foot pole to handle with one hand and a snowy ball. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But here is Nipissing's Nicholas Hulbert. They're slowing down as they get the changes set. And it was scrambling for Nipissing early. They're looking much more comfortable.
Zach Tarr not out there right now.
That pass through doesn't quite connect. Oh, nicely kicked ahead. What a play. And the scoop and the power cradle to clear the snow. Pop it up even. And the pass. Gorgeous play. Oh, what a job. Justin Hewitt, number 24 for Guelph, the LSM, just sensational. Robbie Baxter not quite burying, but what a chance to create. Even during the play, we've got Brampton city officials shoveling along the sidelines. Alex McCallion from the city came in to check in before, said stoppages are going to focus on the crease.
Yeah.
Right? Keep it clear.
That's the most important part right there.
We've got the cones along the sidelines, and there goes the wrapper from someone's Tim Hortons cup, blowing from the left to right the way the wind is going. Wind is almost as much of a factor maybe as the snow because it's blowing pretty hard left to right, which tends to knock down passes if you're throwing into it. We saw that early this morning. Zach Tarr, great work. Makes the pass. That shot doesn't quite get on. Huge hit.
We'll see a flag there for sure.
Just a possession push call. Now there's going to be a discussion. Is it a flag? I think the refs have, there you go. Good call, Jonah. I think the refs have done a really nice job of conferring this weekend and sorting things out.
And that's what I love to see from a group of officials. Yeah. Hey, you might have had a better look at that one than I did. Let's talk about it and make the right call.
Yeah, we had the one goal, non-goal call yesterday that the one official immediately waved off. The official on the other side, the backside where the ball went, saw that it hit the little brace, that little diagonal brace at the bottom of the post, and was in the net. They got together, called it a goal. Absolutely the perfect call.
Oh, just missed on the inside there. You can see how big of a hole Knox leaves when he vacates the middle of the field there.
Well, there's so much attention paid to him, right?
Everybody's following him.
Zach Tarr over on the far side as they are three lefties now. They've got Jack Quinn, number 11, out there as well. Tarr blasts it. Big save Pagano, but it goes straight out and is scooped up immediately.
We're going to be even strength here soon.
Yeah, Quinn lobs it up to Knox. There we go. The player in the penalty bench. Oh, what a save! Knox right on top of Pagano. And the player was wearing one of the long coats in the penalty area.
Oh, man, these loose balls are just awesome to watch.
It's so fun.
Scooping like a snow cone.
And again, they were out here before the game practicing that, just getting used to what you need to do to feel like you've got a handle on the ball. And Jason Knox, can you imagine being a defender trying to run with Jason Knox as he knows where he's going and you don't, and then he puts the shoulder down?
Yeah, it's going to be by committee today for this Guelph defense. They support each other very well. Very tight pressure on Knox. You can see the double comes very quick.
Oh, great trail check there. I love the poise to know. Oh, that one might be. That I thought might have been a
No
penalty.
flag.
I was just going to say Gonsalves did a great job not to chop on Knox onto the arm, but then got a little overexcited, but no call. And here we go forward. Liam Aston, one-on-one with Bosamworth. Great feed
Oh,
through. What a check, though. That was Harrison Brooks with an outstanding play and a beautiful pass to get it ahead to Jacob Barney. Barney's on the run. There's Bosamworth. Oh, nice pass back. That is some heads-up play. I love the way Barney and Bosamworth both looking to the net, both looking for a shot, but not forcing anything. This has been a great game.
Oh, yeah.
We have 2.5 to go in the first quarter, 4 15-minute running time quarters, stop time in the last 30 seconds of the first 3, the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Here's Zach Tarr. Pops it right up in the air to get rid of the snow. You might as well do that when you've got the time. He's going to let one fly, and another save by Pagano.
Guelph with some numbers here looking in transition. They find the shorty.
Hewitt hands it off. One more. Oh, big save. Connor O'Toole stopping Aston.
Right on the doorstep. Oh, and another one.
Come on, Connor O'Toole.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy cow, that was Ethan Lee rocking that one. He's looking down at his stick. He can't believe it. Comes out to Lee. Had a good tournament for the Griffins. They've all had such a strong season. The 9-1 record. The one loss, of course, to Nipissing. Oh, nice save, O'Toole. He was all over that. He knew what Liam Aston was trying to do there. Folks with Guelph have said they used that loss to Nipissing early in the year, their second game of the year, as a wake-up call to be like, yeah, we think we have something special here, but we have to come and play. We have to work every day. It's not going to be handed to us.
Yep, it's tangible, right?
They beat Western 10-5 in the playoffs on Super Qualifier weekend, and that was one with Western sitting at number 6 in the standings. People were like, wow, this Western team, the two-time defending champions, could they pull a 6-1 upset? As there's a penalty coming, Zach Tarr banged over a Guelph defender.
Yeah, that's going to be an interference call on the long pole. You can't run straight through that screen. You have to make an attempt to get around it. Unfortunately, that's one of those rules that I'm not a huge fan of as a guy that likes to run through picks if I can. But here we go. 32 seconds on the clock. Guelph up 2-0.
Jesse Gonsalves going to the penalty bench, penalty chair. Fulkerson starts with it up top. They come right back to him. Tarr down to Quinn. They've got Knox in the middle. So far, just using him as a decoy. Down to Quinn. Oh, great save, Pagano.
Nice scoop.
Guelph with a plus 113 because they've been great at both ends of the floor. Now there's 5 seconds in the quarter. Trail check. They're going to call the push on Nicholas Hulbert.
Now Guelph's just got to hold it here.
Oh, why are you throwing that?
No. Interesting to see what the call will be here if Nipissing maintains possession.
They're saying it's down on the floor, so let's check what is the situation now.
That'll be a draw ball.
Well, it's the end of the first quarter. Will Nipissing have possession? Did they get it in time?
No, he's signaling for a draw ball.
Okay, so it's going to be a draw, and that strategic error by that Guelph player. You just got to hold on to the ball. Like I said, 5 seconds, not much is happening. You get possession at the start of the next quarter if you have it while you're up a man. So Jonah Beam, that is quite a first quarter of action. It flew by. Let's just go a little bit over how these teams got here. Again, Guelph 9-1, 174 goals for, like 50 goals more than anybody else. 61 goals against for a 113, plus 113. 61 was one of the best goals against in the league.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're just an offensive team.
They have a great defense back there, stemming from their goalie to their long poles and their D middies. And they run in transition, right? That 66 is on them, but they're attributing to that 184 goals for as well.
Yeah, yeah. The Nipissing Lakers, 124 goals for in the regular season as they went 7-3, including a win over Guelph. They gave up 102, so a plus 22. That's pretty good, but it really pales compared to the 113. That's why Guelph's the favorite.
Oh, yeah.
They've just had an historic season in
Yes.
terms of winning margin. Get to the playoffs. As we mentioned, Guelph beat Western 10-5 in that super qualifier. Then they went to the semi. They played Brock. So they have played Western and then Brock, a 15-10 win, and now Nipissing in the final. It's going to be a run through the biggest Western Conference rivals if they can win this championship.
Oh, yeah, this will be storied for them, right? Those are big rivalry teams. I remember playing at Guelph back in my days, and these are games you get up for against the big three, the Westerns, the Brocks, and now the Nipissings too, as they are a great powerhouse team. Between Knox and Tar, they are so athletic, they are lethal, they can shoot on the run, and those righties on the far side, how good are they at catching and shooting the ball?
Oh, right? The step downs.
Oh,
yeah.
It's been amazing, right? Ben King has had himself a tournament
He has.
in a bit of a supporting role. He's not a ball carrier, but he's a finisher.
Yeah. So Nipissing's route to the final was a 19-8 playoff win over Toronto, which was maybe a little surprising because Toronto was pretty good this year. But Nipissing really come together towards the end. They beat Queens 13-8 in the quarterfinals, had to play McGill in the semis, a 15-12 win where they had to keep battling back. They've had to come from behind in both of their wins here. And we're underway again. It's going to be Guelph possession after face-off violation.
Both teams still have their 2 first half timeouts.
Yeah, you can carry them over through the quarter, but not through halftime. So Guelph being really patient here as Baxter will just toss it across. But Volkov had a little trouble handling it. He'll stop it and scoop it. Gonsalves about to be released. He is released. We're back to even strength.
Oh!
That
Ethan
was a
Lee.
shot from Ethan Lee, who got robbed earlier. He's not leaving anything to chance on this one.
No, and this is almost the exact same shot we saw from their semifinal. He attempted this twice. He was successful. He puts that foot in the ground. He comes over the top hard, elevates with the jump shot, and puts it bouncer. And I don't think O'Toole was expecting the spin on the ball that came off of the floor. 3-0 for Guelph. Back to the face-off dot. Joe Columbus is yet to lose a face-off today.
He's been so good all weekend. Him and Cody Rutherham from Brock. What a battle they had.
Oh, this is a battle at center field.
Oh, what a great job scooping it out there by Curtis Ashkew. He'll hand it off there. Carter Tate being watched closely by Nolan Schott of the Schott defensive dynasty with the Guelph Griffins. Good job by Tate. Just hang on to it. Battle through that. Here's Zach Tarr. 2:15 into the second quarter. Hands it off to Knox. And as they are wont to do, the Nipissing other 4 just clear out. But they get it there to Fulkerson.
He was just wide open in the middle there.
And Fulkerson with the shot just gets stoned once again by Pagano. These are 2 of the best goalies in the league, 2 of the best goalies we've seen in a while. Great check there by Bosamworth. The ball kicked ahead. Seen a fair bit of guys kicking the ball. That's going to be a push call, and Nipissing will get possession, or Guelph will get possession.
Maintain.
Baxter's got it. Will McLeod says, you go ahead. McLeod heads to the middle.
Reset on that play. They are working with a full shot clock here.
They're going to finish up their change. Remember, go to kufla.ca to check the scores, standings, stats. You can see this game's live scoring on Game Sheet through kufla.ca. Check out the Baggataway Cup merchandise. There's a drive and a rip.
Back to the bounce.
Yeah, tangling up there a little bit. Bryce Dennis with one of the defenders. They're still chatting as they go to the bench. A little push and a shove between him and Jake Guyman. Here's Jacob Tarr.
Not a lot of teams have tested Nipissing and they're clear. A lot of teams are dropping back, and I wonder if Guelph has said, you know what, we're going to go at O'Toole, make him move that ball early because he is a great passer, right?
He is. If you give him room, he can hit guys on the fly.
Yeah.
Zach Tarr across the top. Resetting.
That's great one-on-one defense there. Double comes, puts the ball on the ground.
Who is 55 for Nipissing? I think that's one we checked the rosters, but oh my goodness. What a play. There you see it. Look at that save, Pagano, and then the putback attempt. Unbelievable. We're down on the other end of the field. Robbie Baxter with the ball. It's still 3-0. 11:20 to go in the second. This is Aston. Watched by Bosamworth. Oh, low to high. What a finish. Guelph is putting their stamp on this game.
Yeah, just slowing it down here. Nice little dodge, a lot of attention to the attackman, finds his midi coming off, and just a rip low to high, puts it top corner. Guelph certainly taking a lead in this game.
Again, we mentioned Nipissing was down 4-1 in their game against McGill or Queens. Might have been both, actually.
Yeah.
But and they had no big issues battling back. They went down again in the second half, so they can come back. But Guelph's not like other teams.
No, they are certainly a powerhouse.
Yeah, it's harder to stop them from scoring. It's harder to score on them. Great job by Jacob Tarr. I've been a big Zach Tarr fan for a while. It's going to be a Nipissing timeout. And I talked to Jason Rudge about that, about timeouts and when you use them, when you want to use it strategically, late in a period, and when he said, yeah, sometimes you just got to stop, talk about it, set it up. Here's what we're going to do. You just need to stop what's happening. Sometimes you want to make sure you don't stop what's happening.
Right.
This is a case where he wants to stop what's going on so far.
Yeah, he just wants to talk to his guys. He's very confident in his game plan and his guys executing that game plan. It doesn't matter if they're down 4 or up 3. They have the same job to do. They're going to execute. And he just needs to talk to his guys and slow it down a little bit. Reset, get refocused, and get back to work here.
Goals from Robbie Baxter, Zach Poirier, Ethan Lee, Ethan Brown, and the Guelph Griffins. 4 minutes into the second quarter. Lead 4-0. I'm Steven Stamp with Jonah Beam. And the last time we had a West versus West championship was 2021. The Brock Badgers beat Guelph 10-9. You remember that one?
I watched that one.
Yeah.
I was living in Vancouver at the time. That was heartbreak for a lot of guys.
Overtime. What a game that was.
Oh,
that was up in North Bay.
Yep. Couple great players. Mitch Ogilvie, Tom Whitty in that game.
Yeah, Thomas. Oh, yeah. Thomas Whitty was good. Mitch Ogilvie was just a powerhouse. Oh, he was here yesterday.
Yep.
Saw him hanging out.
I was hanging out with him last night as well.
Absolute beauty. He's an all-time Kufla great. I mean, there's so many of them. Sean Williams, Steve Priolo, Latrell Harris. Yeah. Nick Tchaikovsky.
Oh, yeah. Scott
Curtis
Dominy.
Ward, Scott Dominy, who's going to be back this year in the NLL late, at some point. Nipissing starts with possession. They get it over to Knox. They really do need to score sooner rather than later to avoid getting too big of a deficit, but there's a stop. Pagano.
There's that Knox sweep over the top.
And he and Tar both do that.
Mm-hmm. They can shoot on the run very well.
Hulbert lobs one across. I think that shot may have been wide, so they're actually digging into the shot clock here. Oh, what a save! Pagano, great opportunity by Hulbert.
That's a great loose ball by Shot there, finding the man in transition, maybe.
Oh, that might be one you want to eat. But you know what? If it connects, it's great. What a battle by Zach Tarr right at the center line to get possession. Zach Tarr Watch closely. Here's Knox. Loves to put that shoulder down. Gets the shot off.
And
Oh,
there it
there's the
is.
goal.
The first one for the Nipissing Lakers.
They're on the board, and here we watch it once again.
Knox just bullying his way in, saying, I'm going to score right now because I want to. We've seen that multiple times this weekend.
We have 3 goals and 6 assists yesterday. It just struck me that Hard to Handle was playing after Jason Knox scored that goal. Heads up, DJing from Commissioner Scott Fox, because he is hard to handle.
He is.
Huge battle. Gonsalves comes away with it. We saw Gonsalves score yesterday, but he's going to head back and leave it with Robbie Baxter. Let the attack do their job. Nice crowd here, braving the elements. They knew this was going to be a blast. They knew this was going to be one they remember. This is when you tell your kids and your grandkids about. Oh, what a shot! Spinning, firing, finding the far bottom corner, Liam Aston.
Such an expert dodge here. The defender's unable to turn him at goal line extended, and he's able to turn that corner as he fades away, and he makes no mistake as he puts that one low on O'Toole. Great response from the Griffins.
And you see him starting it from behind. And again, we talked about the offensive players are going to tend to have an advantage because they know where they're going, and the defense has to react to them, which is so hard.
You can't allow for that separation as a defender. You got to close that gap and be moving with him, especially in these elements.
Yeah. But if you do have a gap and then you try to close, that's hard. You can run yourself right by him and not be able to adjust. Colombo with another one.
Goal scored by number 13, Liam Aston. For the Griffins.
Columbus, sorry.
13, Aston.
Knox has it over by the far sideline, we think. Guessing based on where the cones are. It is so hard to see some of the lines. You can see where it has been cleared. They're doing a heck of a job keeping the crease lines clear, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we said, the most important one. Apparently, there's no snow in North Bay, by the way.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. They have snow in June. Nipissing being patient. Zach Tarr's going to back up to establish this dodge. Gonsalves watching him. Oh, Tarr gets some space, passes down low. Oh, a little behind the back flip. That did not connect. Was not particularly close. And it's going to be tossed ahead by Jared Bettenville. Aston, the recent goal scorer for Guelph. Passes out above the goal line. Last second decision by Dennis to hold on to that as he realized that Tarr was coming out, staying with Brandon Orr, who's got the ball now. Switches, shoots. Mom goal, as that was on the outside of the net, and you heard some dads too getting a pretty big cheer there, but that was clearly on the outside.
Oh,
that
man.
long pass is not what they're looking for. Harrison Brooks has been good, but that one, he's just got to eat or make the shorter, easier pass. But here's a pull looking for some action.
Oh.
And nice recovery by Brooks. That's a great way to make amends for handing it over. So knock that pass away.
Yeah, we got a flag down. It looked like the Guelph defender made contact with O'Toole in the crease. This is going to be a free possession for them as they're going to get the ball back after a turnover here.
Callum Jeffrey slows it down, gets it across to Zach Tarr. Gives it to Knox. Oh, almost. Jason Knox can't believe he missed that one.
That'll be a 30-second technical for goaltender interference. Nipissing to the power play here. I'm assuming Knox will start on the inside. And depending on which way he vacates, if he vacates out the side, Tar's going to look to drag over top and dish back to him. If he vacates out the top, that allows Tar to have room down that alley to use that powerful shot that he has.
They get it over now after starting on the righty side. There is Tar. 3 lefties out there as Quinn is down by the crease. They're going to go in the middle, though. A rip and a nice save. Another shot by Hulbert. Boy, Pagano has been challenged. This could easily be a 4-4 game. Tar to Knox. Great save, Pagano. And you could see how tentative the defender was coming out. That was Nolan's shot, who just, you can't afford to be just running out full speed, but you got to get out there. It's a dilemma. Nice pass by Pagano to Robbie Baxter. Comes back to help out. Baxter blazes over center, and now there's some space in front of him. He's going to just let it go. Saved by O'Toole. I think the Nipissing defensive coaches are going to talk to their guys about that one. You just can't let Baxter run down the middle, right down Main Street.
You got to have a stick on him.
Steeles Avenue, I guess it would be here in Brampton.
Back to even strength here. Good kill by the Guelph Griffins.
Tar with possession up at the top. 5:07 to go in the second quarter. Tar lobs one down.
Oh,
nice save Pagano again after a hard blast. Great positioning by Baxter to not let the long pole get out to it. You could see that ball just stop. Now it's going to be scooped up by Lyle McNeil. Timeout, Sam Kozakowski and the Guelph Griffins. And that's what actually Jason Rudge was talking about. Sometimes, you got your D midi just over center, or there's times where you just need to value that possession. And in this case, up 5-1 with 4:33 to go in the first half. He just wants to hold on to that ball, let his defender, who did a great job, get back to the defensive end.
Yeah, give his offense a chance to set up here with the right guys in the right spots. To be able to score one here and go up 6-1 with 4.5 minutes to go here would be huge for the Griffins. Nipissing Lakers asking tons of questions, though. Pagano's been all over that ball. I don't know what to expect here from the Nipissing Lakers. I think they're going to come out firing. This game is far from over, as we've seen Nipissing come back time and time again. Sticking to that game plan, nose to the grindstone, just keep at it. Just keep at it. Keep at it.
We did have a question from CLL saying, shows us -2. Is it cold or does it feel colder? Not really. It's actually not that cold. It's okay. Though a bit of a wind that is affecting it, obviously, but it's really not like super cold.
No, the ground's not frozen yet either, so there's a little layer of ice forming on top. So that's why it is a little bit slippery out there.
Yeah, it can actually get slippery in the spots that are cleared, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's thinner, it can freeze a little easier. At least the thermal properties, the insulating properties of snow keep things the footing fairly good where there's more snow. Guelph taking their time. Baxter down to Aston, who is loving being at X. Watched by Bosomworth here. Going to fight his way back out. Nice job. Bosomworth gets the pass out, though. Big save, O'Toole.
How did he pick that ball up?
I don't know. Yeah, you're not going to be doing one-hand pickups in this game, I don't think.
No.
Not a lot of them. You need two hands just because of the resistance from the snow. Just under 4 to go.
Oh, just missed high.
Just over it. O'Toole was there. It may have found its way and he got it in. Ethan Lee having himself a very dangerous-looking game from the Nipissing perspective. Guelph does have Carter Coffey back. We're in the number 3. So that's big for them. He's been off at camp, at NLL camp. They don't have Hayden Summers-Thompson. Nipissing's got their full complement. 3:20 to go here in the half. Tar from way uptown. Blast it, save Pagano.
Guelph gave them a big gap there. They just packed it in. They're trusting their goaltender to make those saves.
Nice pass ahead, and Hewitt gets up over center. Moves it on pretty quickly, and Zach Poirier. to slow things down. He'll leave it there for Bryce Dennis. Backstretch to make a low catch. Made it look pretty simple. Good thing he got to it before it skipped.
Yeah. Who knows what happens then?
Attacking from the wing. Little drop pass. Oh! That's a great pass, and what a finish from Carter McKay.
What a celly here, too, as he touches the snow. Beautiful dish, dodges down the alley, shovel pass behind him, big gap, and just buries that one. Boy, does this Guelph team look good right now, eh, Stamp?
They do. Holy cow. 6-1.
Goals.
And at both ends. I mean, again, they scored a ton of goals. They were also about the best defensive team in the league. And we've seen Logan Pagano, what a job he has done. Because Nipissing could easily have 4 or 5 goals.
Oh, yeah. And the long poles are doing a really good job of managing Knox and where they get where he is allowed to have the ball versus not.
We've got a Nipissing timeout with 2:20 to go in the second quarter. It's 6-1 for the Griffins, and you were saying it's not over, and it's definitely not. But is it? They'll figure this out as they go. Again, it was 1-1 after a quarter in the Sixes game because it just was taking guys some time to get used to it. They didn't have the time beforehand, the warm-up time that these guys had. So I think we're seeing a quicker adjustment for these top teams. But boy, it's going to be a tough road to hoe for the Lakers.
Oh yeah, they got to claw their way back here, and it starts with doing well in transition, setting up their offense, and burying those chances when they have their opportunities, right? So much attention is paid to Knox and Tar right now, and that's allowed the other guys to have their opportunities. We haven't seen those guys finish today like they have all tournament. Hopefully they can find it here and make this close right before half here. Chip away, chip away, chip away.
Jonah, great to have you on board.
Yeah, thanks,
Your broadcasting debut this weekend. Nobody would know it by now because you're feeling like an old pro. We're going to do more games together. It's been a lot of fun. I'm Steven Stamp. He's Jonah Beam. Thanks to our executive, led by Commissioner Scott Fox, our Deputy Commissioner Tom Bolesky, Treasurer Mark Walker, and Chris Lysenko out in Saskatchewan helping us out, and all the Brampton officials, the referees, the officials down here. We've got Cam Mancini down braving the elements, getting some great social media coverage. Great in power, awesome socials. We've had over 1 million hits on our socials in the last month. That almost could have been one for it, but Knox couldn't quite complete the pass. Fulkerson goes after it. Tar goes after it. They're having trouble getting this one up out of the snow. Extended battle, 5 players scrumming away.
It looks like a minor lacrosse loose ball, right? 5
Right?
guys standing around just trying to pick the dang thing up.
Fulkerson comes away with it, gets it out to Knox as we got 1:48 to go here in the half. Knox has the one-on-one checking. Pretty effective work there by Koskinow. But now it's turned over. Here comes Shot. And he was stepping and looking down to see if he'd gone over center. He had not.
Oh, no. That ball's going to stay in.
You can see it really well for us. Hopefully it's showing up well on the stream as well. I think it's pretty visible.
Yeah.
So timeout to Guelph.
Flag down on the field, too. I think Sam called his timeout there. If he did, that would be the last timeout of this half with 1:18 left here.
Jason Rudge is apoplectic on the sideline. He does not like this call. He is actually not on the sideline. He has walked well out onto the field to make his opinion of that call known. I haven't seen what the call was yet.
Carter Tate making his way to the penalty chair there.
Some of our Kufla volunteers over wearing their very cool volunteer shirts that Tom Bolesky had put together. You're wearing one. Looks great with the Baggataway Cup logo on the front. You've got the maple leaf trim looking pretty cool. We've got a shot of us wearing them.
Yep.
There's some great gear being made by Gary McRae and One Source. I've got the hoodie on, and they are outstanding. Very cozy too.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty warm
What's
here.
the coolest jersey you have in your collection, Stamper?
Oh, I just got a France jersey from Justin Warner.
Really?
It's pretty cool.
Huh.
France box team from Lax and I. I love my Nova Scotia Privateers jerseys. Moon Bears, my own
Yep.
Masters team. Love them. Pass across to the far side. Skip down low. Blast. Saved by O'Toole.
Reset under a minute here. Guelph will be able to use the whole clock here.
Bear in mind that Guelph averaged giving up about 6 goals per game during the season, and they're up 6-1. So they're in pretty good shape here. They've got the wind with them right now, which is making it tough in this quarter for Connor O'Toole to make outlet passes. He tends to beat it down. The third might be a big one for Nipissing to try and go. Here comes Baxter, rips it, scores!
Wow. He is fired up. That's a huge goal for them, too, with 22 on the clock. This is just an awesome individual effort by Baxter, taking his man right to the rack.
You a little surprised he went this early with 22?
He had his hands free.
Yeah.
He hasn't dodged in a while. That's not very surprising to me. He likes to get his cookies, like Coach Dan Cannon likes to say. And great finish there.
7-1 for the Guelph Griffins. And speaking to Stanley, one of the assistant coaches and that with the or one of the management team with Guelph, he said, we've been there a lot. They've been to several championships. They've won 5 in 95, 2000, 2008, 2013, 2014. But they've been there since then and haven't won. He said, it's time. It's time for us to go get this. Here's a drive. Baxter trying to add a little more, and he does.
Baxter, this Guelph team is pumped right now. Look at them celebrate together over there. Great job in transition off the draw here. Gets it to Baxter. He's feeling it. Takes his man down the alley. Able to get his hands free from a tough angle on a great goalie in O'Toole.
Yeah. And again, the transition game of Guelph is so strong, and it's not always the pole running up the field. We saw a brilliant little clearing pass there, and they're so good at that as well.
Even amongst these tough conditions, too.
Columbus and Crossdale back to the dot with 7.2 to go.
77, Robbie Baxter. Assist number 22, Lyle McNeil. And Griffith's 8th goal, scored by number 77, Robbie Baxter.
Goals coming so fast that Mark Stellan had to announce both the 7th and 8th together. It is 8-1 for the Guelph Griffins. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be back with analysis of the first half, and we might still get some shots of the work that the city of Brampton is going to do. Actually, let's stay with it for a minute here, Joni, because what is it that Guelph's doing that makes it so hard to stop them?
On the defensive end, like I've been talking about, they're sending that double super early. Whenever you see a back, an offensive player with his back to the middle of the field, they are sending that double play at the stick of the offensive player. They've turned the ball over on Knox, they've turned it over on Tar, and a bunch of other guys as well. And they're playing great between the lines. As a coach, that's from one restraining line to the other restraining line. They're making smart, intelligent passes in that zone. They're clearing with confidence, and they're slowing it down when they have to. They're taking their opportunity in transition, don't get me wrong, but they are pick and choosing their times very well right now. And I mean, their attackmen are finishing when they.
Yeah, we've had more than one coach point out that there's a lot of attention focused on the offense and the defense, but it's between the lines, between the restraining lines that really so much difference is made. We are going to take a break. We're going to be back in about 9 minutes with more of the Canadian University Field Lacrosse Association Championship game. The Baggataway Cup is on the line. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2025 Baggataway Cup. The bag is off the camera that was protecting it at halftime. That's been protecting it all night and all day. And we are ready to roll as 8-1 for the Guelph Griffins. They've been a powerhouse all year, and they are not slowing down here in the final.
No, they're going to come out flying here. Nipissing's going to come out with a lot of energy, a lot of taking their shots when they get them, right? They're going to chip away, chip away, chip away. Guelph's just got to weather the storm and get through this.
Pun intended.
There you go.
I'm Steven Stamp with Jonah Beam. The ball pops out. Joseph Columbus again with a face-off win.
He's been dominant tonight, or afternoon.
Yes, it just looks like night. It was Justin Hewitt with the ball again, the pole leaving it there. Guelph's long pole is so comfortable being part of the play. Now he heads off. Here's Ethan Lee, who got robbed a couple times early and then scored a beauty to help develop this lead. They come back up to Lee.
Puts his foot in the ground over top. Jump shot, maybe?
Takes a bit of a hip-to-hip check. A shot right on top from Baxter. Doesn't quite connect. Dodge from behind the net.
Flag down on Nipissing.
Baxter lobs it up. Lee takes a look at the shot clock over here. Has the ball stripped and no stick, so he's not going to be able to get it. It's picked up by Jacob Tarr, and the call will be adjudicated.
30-second technical.
Interference call?
Yeah,
Okay.
off ball.
So a chance for Guelph to just keep padding this lead. And honestly, like we said, they've been giving up an average of about 6 goals per game this year. They won their playoff game 10-5. In the semis, they beat Brock 15-10. That was a high-scoring game against them for sure. So 8 goals may well be enough. They're certainly not taking the foot off the gas too much, especially now here on the power play. Baxter rips. Save O'Toole. O'Toole almost got the run out. He is so ready to head off and try and get possession for his team.
All these goalies play with such passion, trying to back that ball up and get it for their boys.
Ethan Lee. Oh, another stop by O'Toole on that high to low from Lee. They did a really good job. Oh.
Pick off.
Oh, another save. Oh, my goodness. Will McLeod can't believe it. He does not get stopped from being close like that very often.
Oh, O'Toole!
Connor O'Toole.
What a stop right on the doorstep. Just keeping his team in this game.
After the game, we will have the Baggataway Cup presented. The medals will also have the Player of the Game awards. Right now, I'm on Connor O'Toole.
Yeah,
for Nipissing. Any number of guys for Guelph could get it on. It could be Pregame. Give it to the defense as a whole. Give it to anybody pretty much. They've been playing so well. Nice job recovering his footing after taking a big check and scoring. What an effort there from Ethan Lee. And they're going to come and tell him, way to go.
Yeah, this is a tough one as a Nipissing defense. Failed clear, so they come back. Guelph comes back. This is their third possession in a row. They're backing the ball up and just nose to the grindstone. O'Toole right there. Right there.
Yeah.
But Lee makes no mistake.
You said you talked to Sam Kozakowski, the Guelph coach, before the game and asked him how he'd prepared for today.
He put on a pair of long johns. That was the only adjustment that Guelph needed to make today.
Then we just go play.
Yeah. They're ready. They're battle tested. Great clamp by Joe Columbus.
Scoreboard number 9, Ethan Lee.
They come up with the ball once again.
That ball just sitting on a pile of snow in Joe's stick.
Lyle McNeil gets this one. Heads up over center. If I see anybody make a comment in the chat saying people shouldn't be wearing hoodies while they're playing lacrosse, get out here and try and play in this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not super cool, but
hop out of the living room and just come sit out here.
Yeah. These guys, I'm okay seeing the hoods flapping behind.
But thanks for watching.
Yeah, no, thanks for being with us. Appreciate you taking part, but let them wear their hoodies. Bryce Dennis flicks it behind the net. Here comes Aston. Watched closely by Curtis Ashkew. Slips, stays up. They pass it back. Oh, what a steal almost.
Guelph player in the crease, Nipissing
Yeah.
ball.
Great effort, though. That was McLeod going after it.
Oh,
Oh, and that one's thrown away. Quick turn to get it back by Brandon Orr. Boy, and it's little margins. Here's a chance. Big save, Connor O'Toole. Stoning Robbie Baxter. But little margins all seeming to go Guelph's way.
yeah.
They're just winning every little battle.
Yeah, Nipissing, first possession of the half here. They'll slow it down, make their change.
And we are just over 4 minutes into this third quarter. The 9-1 lead for the Griffins. Zach Tarr trying to figure out how to get something going. 4 leading scorers from Kufla this year in this game. Will McLeod and Liam Aston for Guelph. And then this man, Zach Tarr, and the man who's setting a pick for him, Jason Knox, third and fourth. But so far, it's been the Guelph team that has been getting that scoring happening. Outlet pass. Another one. That one's picked off cleanly by Tarr. And there's space right down the middle. He'll shoot. Saved by Pagano.
No, he got
Oh, no, he scored. Okay, I was surprised there, but I didn't see that one going in. And Tarr, just no mercy here after the pickoff.
Yeah, great pickoff. Lot of space in front of him. He thought about the pass in front, but he elects to shoot that one. And great shot by Tarr. He's going to finish that all the time.
I thought with that lane he might actually go a little further before he shot, but that's a heck of a shot, and he finishes from there pretty regularly.
Yeah. Catches the goalie off.
Big goal for Nipissing if they are going to get back into this. They've got to have them keep coming. We've got 10:17 to go here in the third.
Lakers goal scorer number 16, Zach Tarr.
Another possession for Guelph. Joseph Columbus winning all these face-offs. He and his wing team just makes it so hard for Nipissing to battle back. Possession. Critical infield lacrosse.
And Joe's done a really good job of exiting well and finding his guys.
Yeah, he's not just a clamper, right?
No.
He knows what he's doing out there. His brother Bo taken in the first round of this year's NLL draft. Shot just a little off target. Backed up, though, by Baxter. 9:30 to go here in the third quarter. 9-2. Guelph leads. Cloud with a couple of hops, flips it up to Nicholas Volkov. Here's Lee. Goes lefty to protect the stick. Takes a few chops from Tarr and goes back to it. Here's Volkov down low. That one's a little bit high. It's going to get away from Baxter. Nipissing getting the ball, and Connor O'Toole will take this pass here. That pass goes through about 3 players and then is eventually scooped up by Koshkanow.
No need to rush here for Guelph. Just take your time. Long possessions that end in goals.
Yeah, you can see the careful pass by Nick Volkov getting it up over center. Volkov now of the Ottawa Black Bears after a trade.
Yeah. Hopefully he can get in there and make some noise with those guys.
A bunch of top-level talent here in Kufla. Lots of guys playing National Lacrosse League. Will McLeod just had his first NLL goal in an exhibition game last night with Halifax. Liam Aston has it now with the Ottawa Black Bears. Jason Knox, a Thunderbird. Brandon Orr spins. Watched closely, though, by Jacob Barney. And driving the net, somehow getting through everybody. Come on!
Just found a way to keep that in his stick, and this Guelph team is still pumped. They want this so bad.
Enough is not enough. They want more.
They want more. Just able to spin his way out of this double with a nice toe drag and just bounces it past O'Toole.
Really keeping his feet above, or his body above his feet too, right? As he's bouncing off. Such a key in the snow to just maintain your center of balance and not get, it's hard when you start leaning too much. I mean, obviously you've got to lean some to move, but man, love that one.
Oh, yeah.
his second of the game, scoreboard number 20, Ethan Brown.
That's a pair for Ethan Brown.
To let you know, folks, we will be closing the bleachers. The weight on top of the tarps from the snow is getting awfully dangerous. So the city of Brampton is asking us to clear the bleachers. Please and thank you. If you're covered by a tarp, that is, yes.
So we are getting people to move because this snow is accumulating in the tarps that cover the bleachers to the sides. So the city has asked everyone to move into the center and or stand. There's a lot of folks standing along the rail. Just get out from underneath the bleachers because you can see the tarps. And Guelph is not interested in any of that. My goodness.
This is just a beauty from the man dodging at X here. Guelph brings all their guys up high, says go ahead, one-on-one, slips, and just shovels it. Bit of a crease dive there. That's a beauty.
That's Aston, right?
Yeah.
And that one,
number
Liam
13,
Aston.
Liam Aston.
What a finish.
I apologize to all the families. I don't know the kids' names very well.
It's okay. You only play them a couple times a year.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I should know his name. We scouted.
I feel like you should know who Liam Aston is.
Yeah. I know numbers.
Jonah is the head coach for the Laurier Hawks, 2 years in that role. Yeah, that's right. It is a numbers thing, isn't it, for coaches?
Yeah.
You hear that all the time. Is there a flag down? No, that's just the a bit of the crest sticking through the snow. And Nipissing will get the ball. Zach Carr takes it. 11-2, 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. Carr taking his time. Now he's going to start the dodge. Fulkerson had some space, but again, he gets picked up on. Guelph doing such a good job again defensively of getting themselves going towards their target. And there's a steal. Perfect example by Alec Koskinow. Get yourself going the direction you need to be going and don't make any sudden changes. Here's Bentonville. Started to drive to the net. Jake Guyman had to hustle over to take that lane away. Scooped up there by Ethan Brown. Aston's directing traffic as he's going to go to the far side. Ethan Lee with a rocket.
Another one.
Bouncers working very well.
This kid loves the jump shot here. It just changes the angle of the shot. Great patience by Guelph in transition. They find the open man, bit of a late change by Nipissing, and that's just a rocket from outside.
I want to give a shout out to our camera operator, Allison Harding, who she's very concerned. I don't want to lose the ball. I don't want to miss any shots. It was like she is up there in the elements, braving the cold, doing an awesome job, and we are all very happy to have her along.
She's doing a great job.
She's been awesome. I saw somebody get on her a bit for losing the ball a couple of times. It's tough. There's a lot of elements to deal with. Fair enough, and she'd be the first one to be hard on herself for missing one.
Yeah.
Great pickup there by Hewitt, and right back to the offense. With a 12-2 lead and 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Pretty soon it's going to be time to start thinking and talking about where this Guelph team ranks in the pantheon of great Kufla teams, but they've still got 20 minutes to close this one out and crown themselves champions before that can begin. Skipper a little bit wide. Backed up, Guelph will maintain possession. Mark Walker's walking Electra along the track over on the far side. Great to see Electra here. She is a beauty. So is Mark. Baxter, hard shot saved by O'Toole.
Able to squeeze that one.
Very box move goalie-wise there. He knew it was in his pants or something, so he just stayed still so it wouldn't fall out. Nice pass ahead to Callum Jeffrey. He'll step over center. They're going to Jacob Barney back over center so Tar can take this ball. Fulkerson joining him right behind. Snow Bowl 2025 is going the way of the Griffins so far. Zach Tarr, little pick there from Jeffrey. Again, Guelph is making it look like it's not that hard to react defensively. It really is. That's a push, though, and they will give the ball back to the Lakers.
Yeah, you can tell that this Guelph team is well versed in this defense. They play off of each other so well. Oh, ref dives to get out of the way. He's got some snow on him right there.
Shout out to the refs, too. They are dealing with everything that the players are. Little underhand pass. Tried to goose it head. Fulkerson gets it. Great chop down defensively there from Tyler Smith. It's scooped up by Shot. Quickly gets it over to Pagano.
Pagano with a beautiful outlet pass.
Great pass up to Zach Poirier. Sidearm to Aston. Sidearm to the far side. Baxter had to double check to make sure he had that. And Will McLeod in the middle is saying, okay, good, settle down. Let's relax. May have been saying we don't have to throw that hard sidearm pass, which, fair point. It's a pretty good pass, though.
Oh, yeah. This Guelph team loves to bang the ball around the outside.
3 minutes to go in the third. Aston flips one behind the back. Oh, no. Bosworth is looking shaken up. You see him going to the turf there. Couple times he fell partway down. He's going to head to the bench. Oh, he's going to look for an outlet pass first. That is an example of toughness right there. He's just staying in. He's running looking for a pass now. What would make it hurt less? Scoring a goal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Great tournament for Caleb Bosworth. And he's just staying out there. There's a chance for Carter Tate. Shot on him. Oh,
nice
what a
goal.
finish by Carter Tate. Fights off the check. Bounces that one home. That is big for the Lakers.
It's hard to Tate. Tate able to take advantage of his defender not being able to break down very quickly and just bounces it past Pagano. That's a great one. Some signs of life from this Nipissing team here.
12-3. We've got 2:09 to play. In the third, the last 30 seconds of this quarter will be stop time, and then the last 2 minutes of the fourth. Other than that is running time except for goals and timeouts and official stoppages. It's interesting because we're far enough away that there is a bit of a difference between the speed of sound and the speed of light, or the speed of light and the speed of sound. So Joe Columbus is so quick that we are seeing him. Oh, here's the turnover. We'll get back to that. Knox passes it across. Great chance. There's another a finish goal there. Carter Tate back to back.
This is a beauty. Cause turnover. Knox draws the slide. Tate all alone in front. Takes his time. Makes sure that one goes. 12-4 for the Guelph Griffins. Nipissing, are they going to come back here, Stamper?
That'd be a lot. 8 more goals. Minute 49 to go. I was saying, watching it from here, sometimes it's Joe Columbus moves before we hear the whistle. I'm thinking he's jumping, but no, it's just he's so quick that he's responding, and the light, the video gets here before the sound gets here to us. That's how sharp he is.
Yeah.
My goodness, what reaction speed.
Joe definitely didn't forget to bring it today.
1:35 to go in the third. The Nipissing fans are still into it. They're yelling defense, let's go White. They are loving the effort coming. They just want to see more result. Volkov on the run. Lobs one behind the net. Aston immediately moving it across. Baxter spinning shot. Gets away. He has to go track down his stick. Ethan Lee fighting through a check. Jumper, that's a little off target. Lee will pick himself up.
And that's going to be the end of that shot clock.
Okay,
Ball here.
60-second clock expires. It is a straight 60 here in Kufla. You have 20 to get across center, but there's no resets to 60 from 80. It's just straight 60. I love it. Keeps the game moving. Here's Zach Tarr. Does so much for this Nipissing team. Now he's going to try and put them on his back. Work, obviously, with Jason Knox, number 3 in the slot there, to create a run. There's Carter Tate, who has the last 2 goals. Tried to pick that ball up. Almost got it again. Now it's going to be loose. Scooped by the Griffins, Zach Poirier. They get a shot just before the end of the quarter. Almost got another goal. Doesn't quite go. And we will go to the break with the score. Guelph 12, Nipissing Lakers 4. I'm Steven Stamp with Jonah Beam. This is the 2025 Baggataway Cup. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2025 Baggataway Cup Championship. We're ready for the 4th quarter. It's 12-4 for the Guelph Griffins over the Nipissing Lakers. Guelph going left to right in their black for this final quarter. Another face-off win by Joe Columbus. And he'll bounce one back. Jonah Beam, I'm Steven Stamp. And Jonah, great performance here. And, man, if you're Nipissing, how do you get 8 goals in 1 quarter against a team that hasn't given up more than 6 in a game most of the year?
Starts with 1, right? Just chipping away, staying at that game plan, making the adjustments that are required here. But
Good
man,
coach speak.
Thanks, man.
That's what I mean. It's true. There's a reason why things become. You can call them cliches. You can call them tried and true. There's a reason. I mean, you have to do it. You can't. There's no 8-point play.
No, you got to start with 1. Starts with a loose ball or a great D stand here by the Lakers.
Volkov watched by Jacob Tarr. Tarr trying to knock it loose. Volkov falls, pops back up. Now he's just going to let it fly. Saved by Connor O'Toole.
That's the D stand that we talked about, right? Starts with that. And then it's a clear, and then it's crisp passing and running your set on offense.
A little bit of a run there for Jacob Barney, but he's going to pull it back out. I don't hate him going to the net there when you're down by 8.
Yeah, no, you got to try stuff that's going to work, right? You need possessions that end in goals here. In theory, there's only 13 more possessions in this game. I'm sure there's going to be more, though.
That ball gets down to the turf, scooped up by Ben King. We're in the 55. Tarr switches hands, shoots. Backed up there by Quinn.
Oh, nice feed and Barry.
Great job.
This is how comebacks start, right? Good D stand into a great offensive possession that ends in a goal. This is how you come back in games. That's a great feed to Knox by Quinn from X. Knox just catches his defender sleeping a little bit, and he's able to get his hands free and finish in front.
Jason Knox with a pair of goals. Carter Tate with a pair. Zach Tarr with a goal and an assist. On the other side, what balanced scoring from Guelph. Ethan Lee and Robbie Baxter with 3 goals apiece. Ethan Brown and Liam Aston each with 2. And a couple of single goal scorers. It's going to be Guelph possession. Jacob Barney was ready to pick it up and go. He says, if they're not going to pick it up, I will. But Poirier did get it ahead. Now Robbie Baxter taking his time. And with the score 12-5, a little bit of a push by Nipissing. Guelph, you can see them taking their pulse, trying to calm down. They're not going to stop completely, but just take your time. You don't have to rush here. Get it over to Brandon Orr. A little snow clear. Yeah. Again, the 60-second shot clock does play in here where you can't just, back in 13-14 when Guelph won back-to-back championships, they would literally go, there's a shot and a save by O'Toole. They would go minutes at a time when they had the lead, just passing the ball back and forth in the end zone behind the net, and you couldn't stop them. You could not get the ball away from them. You can't do that anymore.
No, and 4 20-minute quarters too.
Yeah. 11:48 to go, a 12-5 lead. Big battle along the center line. Shot clock violation, and Nipissing's going to have to put it down. And that's just the pressure all over. You were talking about earlier that Nipissing might not have seen a lot of pressure on their clear. They have today. Nice attempted behind the back pass there. Oh, what a rocket from Liam Aston. Here it is, Jonah.
Just so composed, right? Defender overruns that ball that's on the ground. Aston's able to pick it up and just buries on O'Toole.
Super calm picking that ball up.
So poised.
Yeah.
This Guelph team is a well-oiled machine, man. I mean, they compete so well.
Goal, his third on the afternoon, scrubber number 13, Liam Aston.
Guelph's really slowing it down here, taking their time, eating up as much of that clock as they can. Watching them in the regular season, early in the shot clock, they like to bang it around the outside. Today, the conditions are playing into that, and they're just kind of holding it and looking for their opportunities.
You see that ball just die in the snow. It hasn't stopped all day. The wind blowing hard in Guelph's direction as they head into the offensive zone. Baxter isolated. Wow, nice defensive play there. That was Curtis Ashkew having his best game of the tournament. Now on the run, Jacob Tarr hands it off to Bosomworth. Jacob Barney sidesteps a check coming flying at him. Over to Tarr. 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Zach Tarr. He likes this shot. Takes it. Big save, Pagano. Backed up. Nipissing's going to get the ball. And you see the player, Jack Quinn, pick up the ball with his hand. We saw that this morning. Again, guys, picking up the ball in out of bounds with your hand so you don't get a bunch of snow with it. Nice job by Tarr to just go up and get that pass. Still a fair bit of time on the shot clock. But just smothering defense once again by the Griffins. Nice save, Pagano. Quick outlet pass finds Lyle McNeil.
I'm sure Sam's yelling, slow it down here.
Yes, that was actually Koshkina with the pass. Wow, they're not going to slow that down.
Just phenomenal passing play, starting with Pagano in net to the long pole. I wasn't sure who that was, into the offensive zone, and they complete 4 passes here, I believe.
It was Alec Koshkina. I want to give him credit.
Just feed. Just tap in on the backside.
Yeah. That's your top 2 scorers in the league. Will McLeod, the leader, and Liam Aston, the goal scorer there, was second in the league. And just fantastic performances by them all year. 9:07 to go as it becomes 14-5 for Guelph.
Goal. That's his 4th of the afternoon. Score number 13, Liam Aston. Assist number 16, Will McLeod. For the Griffins, Aston from McLeod.
Outlet pass to Shot. He's going to clear here. Lob it ahead to Baxter. 8:40 to go. Guelph does not want a whole lot of excitement down the stretch of this game. They're pretty happy to keep things tapping along, keep that clock running. It is running time, so they're happy to see that continue. Little slip of recovery.
Oh,
Big slide defensively. Nice job there by Harrison Brooks.
That was a great catch by Bryce Dennis, one-handed on the inside.
Here's the outlet pass, and Jacob Barney is going to go.
Legs have got to be playing a factor at this stage in the game for the Nipissing Lakers, as this is their 3rd game in 3 days. This is Guelph's 2nd game in 2.
I asked Jason Rudge before the game, when's the last time you guys played 3 games in 3 days? He said, never. We've never done it.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids in minor would have done stuff like that, but it's brand new for them. So, yeah, and it's hard to get that energy up knowing you need 9 goals with 7:05 to play. They're still battling, though. Carter Tate, nice flip. Oh, it's a great pass, but Knox is going to have to come around. Oh, saved by Pagano after he had to recover a little woo with the feet to get the balance back and get across to the post before Knox could.
That's a great run by Knox with the ball there. Picks it up on one side of the crease, runs all the way around, and gets the shot off on the other side.
Baxter taking his time. 6:28 to go. Can we start talking now, Ethan or Jonah, about where this team fits in the all-time great Kufla teams?
Oh man,
it's up there, right?
This team is stacked. Well, first of all, they're well coached.
Yes.
And they play within those systems so well. Their defense looks as sharp as anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like I think about Western back in the day, back when I was playing, when they won 4 championships in 5 years or something like that.
4 in a row.
4 in a row.
And then the last 2 as well, 6 and 8 years.
Those were some great teams.
Yep. There's a penalty coming.
Oh,
and O'Toole's going to come out and throw a cross check and be restrained. And the Lakers. Robbie Baxter's going to get another one because he is jawing at O'Toole. And Harrison Brooks is not going to like that. And now some other Griffins finally get in. I'm a little surprised it took the other Guelph players so long to get in because Robbie Baxter's a fiery individual.
Oh, yeah.
So just go and grab him. Even if he's right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You just get him out of there.
Yeah. At this stage in the game, you just want this clock to keep running if you're Guelph, and you do not need to get yourself into penalty trouble here.
No.
Transition and short man situations is how teams claw back into games. Clem Durazio with the Oshawa Firewolves always said that. Now, O'Toole did take the penalty. Nipissing has multiple goalies, so O'Toole will have to serve his own call.
No, he's actually gone to the change room.
Oh, okay.
He's off to the left. He's on the track now, walking. He came out and threw a blatant cross check as a retaliation strike, but yeah, he is out. Christian Rasmussen has come in with 5:46 to play. Connor O'Toole is frustrated, didn't like what happened there, but
it's an
you get it.
emotional game.
It is.
It's an emotional game,
It is.
man. These teams battling so hard all year long just to get here. And then to win this game is such a battle as well.
We got a viewer watching from Philippines during a typhoon. Love it. Saying keep it up, and kudos from them to Allison Harding on camera, following the play in less than optimum conditions. Yes. As she stands on a couple of blocks of ice that she calls feet. We've loaded her up with ham warmers. Oh, great pass on the back door. What a save. Oh, no, it's a goal. I thought Rasmussen had made a great save on his first chance, but that's a Brandon Orr finish.
Yeah, this Guelph team in the regular season, 60 or just 2 for 9 on the power play, but making it look easy here with some quick ball movement.
You want to see that play again there, Joe?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I know you're looking at something else for a moment.
Just patient around the outside. Finds the skip on the backside. That's a great quick stick. Joe Columbus here is 11 for 12 in the second half at the faceoff dot. That's played a huge role for these Guelph Griffins maintaining possession throughout the whole game.
And we do select later an All Baggataway Cup team. I would have to think Joe Columbus is a contender at faceoff.
So lethal there.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. Nipissing with possession. 5:15 to go. And honestly, it feels like as Jason Knox takes it, it feels like Nipissing may be just as keen to get the final buzzer as Guelph is at this point.
Yeah.
Remember, go to kufla.ca, check out all the score stats standings, check out the merchandise. Great stuff from one source, and Gary McRae just doing an awesome job. I'm wearing this Kufla and Baggataway hoodie, which is awesome.
Looks good on you.
Thank you. So comfortable. If you want to come and play in Kufla, you're heading into university, check out kufla.ca. Nice save again by Bagano. You'll eventually be talking to your school where you're going, but if you want to play, come on and join us. You could be the next person. Well, probably not the next person, but you could be one day in the Baggataway Cup Championship playing for a title. We will have the presentation of the players of the game after the game and the Baggataway Cup itself, the medals. .405 to go. This is going to be the 6th championship for the Guelph Griffins in their history. One of the great teams in the 40 years of Kufla play. They won in 95, 2000, 2008, and then back-to-back 13 and 14. Nice pass attempt. It's going to be scooped up here. Good job by Jake Guyman. He is taken off. He's got Bosenworth. Bosenworth will pull up and let him run. Guyman flips it down to Quinn. He's going to go for a change now. And Zach Tarr will join the attack. Kind of crazy thing, 5 goals that Nipissing has is pretty close to Guelph's season average. This is not a bad performance scoring-wise, but Nipissing did win a game 14-12 against Guelph. Their Griffin's second game of the year was a back-to-back. Wake-up call for them. They have been dominant since then, and they're going to pick this one off. Great defense by Ethan Schott. Nolan Schott. I knew it was one of the shots. Oh, what a one more pass and the finish. Will McLeod, who's actually been fairly quiet today, but takes a lovely pass from Liam Aston.
Let's have a look at this one, Stamper. Guelph running in transition again. Finds the open man. Just beautiful. And if you're wondering if this Guelph team's going to let up, they are not. They are competitors. They've done this all year long. Sam is this team competing so hard. I would have loved to go out and watch a practice or two, but I was coaching.
Yeah. Jonah Beam, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. You're here Friday night for the second semi, the second quarter, both the semis yesterday and the championship today. It's been an absolute blast working with you, and you're a natural.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I've had a blast. I've been told I have a face for radio too, so I'm right where I'm supposed to be. We're not on television here. You can't see my face.
At some point, we might have to get you on camera.
I might need some work done for that, Stamper. No, it's been a blast up here in the booth. Such a difference.
Sorry, should I have said no? No, you're fine.
No, you're good. You're good. You think I'm ugly? It's okay.
No.
No, man. It's been a blast up here. Such a different viewpoint. I've played this game for a long time. I've coached for a while here. And doing this commentating job is not easy. Stamper, you're an absolute professional. The crew that you have is awesome. It's been a real treat to be up here with you. You've called more than a few of my games. So it's cool here to stand beside you.
Thank you. It's fun. Will McLeod just taking his time. We got 2:13 to go in the fourth quarter. And everybody's pretty keen to have the championship trophy being presented, the medals being presented. Shot clock ticking down, so Guelph's going to go a little bit here. You got Owen Kelly in getting a touch. Good for him. Sam Koskowski getting some of his depth guys in. Get a touch of the field. Pass across to Ethan Lee. Late in the shot clock, he's going to let one rip. Immediate outlet pass from Rasmussen. Great play to get it ahead to Jake Guyman. Could Guyman get a pole goal here?
That would be the
He's going to pass it off. Ripped by Fulkerson. That's blocked out front. Penalty coming. Some chatting going on out front. Love that run by Guyman. I wish he'd shot.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Love our pole goals up here.
.136 to play. Stay with us post-game. Player of the game presentations. The presentation of the Baggataway Cup and the gold medals. I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to our commissioner, Scott Fox, our deputy commissioner, Tom Bolesky. Scott's up here DJing and doing so much to make this thing happen. He has been just a visionary. He's been with us for a couple of years now, and he's the big picture guy. He comes up with the ideas, and he drives them. Tom Bolesky, so much work. He's been out there doing everything down on the field. He is a master behind the scenes, does so much. Mark Walker, our treasurer, who's been with Kufla for almost all of its 40 years, maybe more. There's a shot on the Manoa pass on the backside. Chris Lysenko out in Saskatchewan. They tried to get that pass through. It's going to be out of bounds, and Logan Pagano will pick it up as we've got 1:12 to go. Thank you to the city of Brampton for hosting us. They've done a great job and such excellent hosts here at Terry Fox Stadium. Alex McCallion out here, he's been shoveling. He's with Brampton Tourism. They've been great. Will McLeod's got it here. We've loved working with Brampton. The officials out there dealing with the conditions, dealing with such a hard job.
Yeah.
And every time they do something right, we kind of were like, well, yeah, they should do that. And every time they make a mistake, we're all over them. They're right way more than they're wrong. We love the work that they've been doing. Our thanks to all of our Kufla officials. We've got Cam Mancini doing social media stuff here, video and photography, and absolutely doing a great job. Graydon Power has been outstanding, helping us hit 1 million views on our social media in the last month.
That's incredible.
Scott Fox has been kind of tracking it as we got close. He was pretty stoked when we hit the million mark. We've got the final 15 seconds. Stay with us post-game. The celebration is going on the Guelph bench. They will just toss the ball into the end zone. Rasmussen will pick it up, and the Baggataway Cup will end with the ball in the stick of Christian Rasmussen.
There it is.
The Guelph Griffins are your 2025 Baggataway Cup champions and one of the best to ever do it. One of the great teams in the 40-year history of Kufla, and they are celebrating. And it's funny to see the excitement in the celebration because they were so calm and poised.
Yeah, and here comes the coaching staff, Matt Stanley's son out there joining the huddle. He's been the ball boy for them. This is a special moment for everybody a part of this team. Such a great job by the Guelph staff. It's the same crew that I had from 2019 today. What a great job that they've done.
What's the full group?
You've got Spencer Steinbach helping out. You got Dan Cannon. You've got Sam Kosakowski. You've got Matt Stanley. Oh, and I forget the last guy's name. He's going to bug me about that later.
No, he is.
Great looking staff, by the way. Well dressed.
There you go. I want to give a thank you to Craig Cowan as well, your cohort. He was pretty upset. He's like, this morning, he's like, I have a bone to pick with you. I was helping coach that rookie all-star team. You mentioned the Beams. You mentioned Matt DeLabio from Laurentian. You didn't mention me. I was like, yes, we did. I said, I asked Jonah, hey, who have you got helping you as a staff? And he said, well, I've got Craig Cowan. And I said, so you have no help. And he's like, okay, I may not have heard that one.
Yeah.
But no, Craig Cowan has been so helpful for us working with the city of Brampton, but he has been just great in giving us guidance, and he does so much
He's
for the
phenomenal.
game behind the scenes. He's outstanding.
Greggy's a great guy.
Yeah.
And heartbreak for this Nipissing team on
Oh.
the other side.
What a year, though.
Oh, man. Just to get here is such a battle, such a successful season for this group. And they'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah,
They
first
don't
time in
graduate much.
ages that they've been a top 3 team in the regular season and playing host to a playoff game. They win that one handily and come on to Baggataway. And Jason Runch was saying, we've been here quite a bit. We've never played beyond Friday. Yesterday was their first semifinal. They make it to their first final. And this is not the game they're going to remember, but everything leading up to it has been outstanding for the Nipissing Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Rudge and his group had awesome job coaching. Nothing for the Lakers to hang their heads about, but man, Guelph, what a job. And
Ryan Martin is the coach. I forgot his
there
name.
you
I'm
go.
Sorry, Ryan. Sorry, buddy. Oh, man.
Let's go over the stats for this game. And the thing about it from a Guelph perspective, nobody was dominating. I mean, we saw that performance yesterday from Jason Knox, where he scored 3 goals and 6 assists to drive that offense. But it's been really balanced. Liam Aston wound up with 4 goals and 2 assists. Big game for him. Ethan Lee and Robbie Baxter with hat tricks. Ethan Brown with a pair. Will McLeod a goal and an assist. Pretty quiet for him, but he doesn't care. He just wanted to win a championship. Lyle McNeil with an assist. Zach Poirier with the 1 goal early on. For Nipissing, Jason Knox and Carter Tate with 2 goals apiece. Zach Tarr with 1. Jack Quinn added an assist. Knox and Tarr each had an assist. So, but what a performance. And I don't know the shots on goal, but as good as Connor O'Toole was for Nipissing facing a ton, Logan Pagano was sensational.
Oh, he was fantastic.
So
all
good.
weekend, too. Today, especially. A lot of timely saves.
Mark Walker, our Kufla treasurer, is applauding out at center. I'm not sure if it's to congratulate the teams or keep his hands warm. It's a multifaceted approach clapping, I think, right now. They're going to shake hands and we'll have the player of the game presentations. And if you look through the lines where they're shaking, you'll see, now you see it, the Baggataway Cup. Now you don't. Now you see it. Now you don't. Now you see it.
Big shout out to all of the fans that joined us here today, braving the elements. I saw a few grandmas bundled up here just watching their kids.
We've had a great attendance, great crowds here in Brampton. So much work put in by the executive of Kufla to make this happen, and so much help from the city of Brampton and Brampton Tourism. It's been great. It's like Joey Tribbiani. There I am. There I am. There I am.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Stamper. Such a beauty. Oh man, it's going to be a party in Guelph tonight, man. They're going to enjoy this one.
Yes, there will be celebrations. You can see it on the field how excited they were. And as Matt Stanley said,
Yep.
said before the game, We've been here. We've had chances. It's time to finish. It's
Yeah.
time to win this.
Oh yeah.
They came in with a mission, and they did. You could see from the way they played from second one to minute 60 in this game that they were not taking anything for granted. They were not taking anything lightly. They were determined to come and earn a championship, and earn it they did.
Just a very complete game from Guelph today,
Hmm
from the defensive end all the way out to their offensive players.
Ceremony, folks. And the trophy presentation will follow players of the game.
Mark Walker on the field to make the presentations. We'll start with Nipissing, and someone's going to have to go and pick it up for Connor O'Toole.
Connor O'Toole.
Oh, no, he's
Oh,
there.
he's out there.
He's come back and joined them.
What a great game by him, man. He's such a competitor, so much emotion.
Gave up a bunch of goals, but I mean, the number of saves he made. Remember the one down to our left?
Yep.
The reaching out with the stick high. My goodness.
Just
Ethan Lee gets the nod with a hat trick.
Leaper Lee going back to that jump shot on 2 of his goals today with the bouncers.
He's been outstanding. Again, so many players could have gotten the nod for the Griffins. And now, the moment that the Griffins have been waiting for, the captain's group will be called forward by Mark Walker.
Baggataway Cup champions.
Brendan Hoshman, Bryce Dennis, Liam Aston, Nolan Schott, the captain's group for the Guelph Griffins, go up and accept the trophy, and the rest of the team can't wait to get up there.
Oh man, such a special moment for this group right here.
They're bending down. They're doing about to do the rush, but they just couldn't wait.
Oh,
There it goes. The snowballs
hey!
fly in the air, and the Griffins celebrate. They are jumping with joy. What a performance by the Guelph Griffins. Thank you, Lacrosse friends, for being with us, for watching this game. This is an instant classic. I mean, not the most competitive Baggataway Cup final, but what a performance by the Guelph Griffins. Jonah Beam, love having you with us. And what do you see coming forward in the next years for Kufla? One thing I see is this Guelph team being back and being competitive, and the Nipissing Lakers pushing for their first championship.
Oh yeah. It's going to be very competitive once again next year. It's just the nature of the league. Depending on where you finish, you get a tougher schedule. But I expect to see a very high level of play again next season. Very well officiated this year. I can't wait for what the future holds for this group. The rookies coming in the rookie game last night were awesome. Bright future for this league.
Kufla.ca on the net. At Kufla Lacrosse on the socials, where we've had over a million views over the last month. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. The celebration will continue for the Griffins. The commiseration continues for the Lakers, but Guelph is down. They've got the trophy. They're taking the pictures. They've got all kinds of family support. Thank you to everyone who came out to Terry Fox Stadium in the Flower City, Brampton, Ontario, to be part of this. It's been the 2025 Baggataway Cup. I'm Stephen Stamp for Jonah Beam and the rest of us here at Kufla. Thank you so much, lacrosse friends. We will see you next time.